Hello again and welcome back. Welcome to a new program. Today, program number 135. Class number 135. Not bad. We're slowly moving forward. We're slowly making progress. We're. I see we are. We're slowly moving in the right direction, slowly but surely, step by step, little by little, consolidating every step along the way, advancing like you should advance, making sure that you're leaving nothing behind. All right. Learning English is more a process of consolidation than innovation and improvement and moving forward. You have to make sure that everything you've learned is well consolidated. All right, shall we begin? Let's go to camera number 1, please. Okay, you know, yesterday when I was teaching on this program, no sooner had I changed to camera 1 than Maria told me to move back to camera 2. I couldn't believe it. So, she was making movements, so I switched back to camera 2. And no sooner had I switched back, no sooner had I, pluscuamperfecto aquí, no sooner had I switched back to camera 2, then she told me to go back, or to change back, or to switch back to camera 1 again. I said, well, what's going on, Maria? And no sooner did I ask her what was going on than she got angry, took off her headphone, threw it, and walked out the door. And no sooner had she left the room when another floor technician came in and took over. And no sooner had that floor technician come in and take over when everything calmed down and I could continue teaching on camera number 1. All right. Nada más salir ella, entraba otra. Nada más cambiar aquí, me dijo que cambiara allá, etc. Nada más. No sooner had, suele ser en pluscuamperfecto, no sooner had I, and this morning, my God, when I got up, the first thing I did was go to the kitchen to make a coffee. No sooner had I made a coffee than my telephone rang. Can you believe it? My telephone rang at 10 minutes to 6 in the morning. I mean, no sooner had I sat down to enjoy a calm coffee than my telephone rang with a problem. Yeah. And I looked at the screen and said, oh no, it's Jennifer. That means a problem. And no sooner had I spoken to Jennifer than I found out that there was, that the bus that we use to take students or take teachers from one place to another had broken down. Yeah. And so I gave her a telephone number for an emergency service, and so it was solved. And so I continued drinking my coffee. But no sooner had I started drinking my coffee than Jennifer called me back. And I said, oh, not again. What's the problem now? And she said, well, they're going to come late. We're going to arrive late. We're going to stand up a lot of people. Darle el plantón a mucha gente. We're going to stand up a lot of people. And I said, well, Jennifer, do you have the telephone number of the place where you need to go? Yes, I do. Well, why don't you call them and warn them that you're going to be late? I said, oh, good idea. Fine, thank you, click. And she hung up. So I started drinking my coffee, trying to enjoy my coffee again. And no sooner had I taken another sip than the telephone rang again. Jennifer again, my God. Yes, Jenny, what's the problem now? I said, well, you know, I called them, but of course, they're not there yet. They're not there yet. Nobody's answering the telephone because it's only 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, Jenny, okay, you need to be there at 8 with the teachers. The bus broke down, okay? An emergency bus is coming. You're going to arrive late. Well, you have the telephone number. If they're not there now, call them in 30 minutes or in 1 hour because you have plenty of time to call them and warn them that you're going to be late. Okay? I said, oh, yeah, of course, good idea, yeah. You mean that in 1 hour, when we're on our way, I'll call them and tell them we're going to be late. That's right, Jenny. Oh, okay, fine. Very good. All right, so Jenny hung up. And I started back on my coffee, trying to, well, I was completely awake now after 3 or 4 telephone calls. And no sooner had I taken another sip, no sooner had I started enjoying my coffee than ring, my phone rang. And my phone rang. I looked, Jennifer, what's the matter with this girl? I said, yes, what is it? And Jennifer said, my telephone doesn't work. I don't know how to call them. My telephone's not working. I said, well, Jennifer, what telephone are you using to call me? One of the teacher's phones. Well, why don't you use the same phone to call the people that we are going to stand up at 8 o'clock? Oh, yeah, of course. Wow, it didn't occur to me. Okay, Jenny, well, can you think you can handle the problem now? Sure, fine, okay. So, back to drinking my coffee, and no sooner had I taken another sip. Por cierto, cuando se trata de sorbos, we say to take. Cuando se trata de un café is to have. O una Coca-Cola, to have. To have a drink, but to take a sip. All right? So no sooner had I taken another sip than my telephone rang again. I couldn't believe it. It was Jennifer again. I said, now what? Now what, Jenny? And she said, well, Richard, if I use another telephone, should I tell the teacher that we'll pay him or her for using the phone? Well, Jenny, you're using one of the teacher's telephones right now talking to me, and you were using one a few seconds ago when you called me the last time. Well, if necessary, fine. Tell them we'll pay them for the telephone call. I don't care. The only thing is you need to contact the company when the company opens and somebody is there to answer the phone, okay? And I was starting to get irritated. And Jenny said, Richard, don't talk down to me. Don't talk down to me. Jenny, I'm not talking down to you. I'm sorry if I sound condescending. But I think if you think a little bit, you can solve these problems on your own. And you don't need to call me 7 consecutive times to solve this little problem, okay? I don't mean to talk down to you, I'm sorry. But please, can you find a way to solve the problem? And she finally did. All right, I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Hi, and welcome to Vaughan English 4.0, the most complete course on the planet. That's right. Well, welcome. We hope you've been studying. I know that my student here has been studying because I've been teaching him a lot of new things, and he's been absorbing them. Now, remember, you can write things down or you can remember them, but the key is to say them aloud, en voz alta. This way we assimilate it. If you use an expression or a word several times, it becomes yours. Se hace tu palabra. Pero si no lo usas, nunca va a ser tu palabra. So the key is to use these words and put them into context. That's always a good way to remember things. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my student for today, Juan. Hello, Juan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
All right. Good, good. Now, I want to review very quickly. How do we say algo cuesta un huevo? How do you say el vaso este, la taza esta, me costó un huevo?
This mug costed me an arm and a leg.
This mug cost me an arm and a leg. Very good. How do you say alguien que tiene el pico de oro?
Someone that has the gift of a gab.
Of gab, sin el a.
Okay.
To have how do you say él tiene el pico de oro? Tiene un pico de oro.
He has the gift of gab.
Yeah, he has the gift of gab. Right? Okay, good. I was testing you, and I was right. You didn't let me down. No me decepcionó. He didn't let me down. Don't let me down. I don't want you to let me down either. I'm serious. Don't let me down. The Beatles. Ahí está. Viene la canción de los Beatles. All right, Juan, now let me ask you this. Have you been learning a lot since you've been doing 4.0?
Yes, very much indeed. I've learned a lot.
This is good. I mean, now Juan lived in the United States, but Juan, I'm sure you'll agree with me when I tell the people at home, if you don't use it, you lose it. Is this true?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you can live in the United States for 10 years, and then you come back here, and you don't speak a word of English for 10 years,
And you've lost it, yeah.
you lose it. It's very simple. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're here using the language. Let's do it. Are you ready? I am. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Now, we want to say now, there's something say, apenas había hecho algo cuando sucedió otra cosa. Esto es la expresión en español que vamos a mirar. En inglés es no sooner had lo que sea pasado. So no sooner had the class started than I dropped my papers.
Okay.
Entonces, no sooner had lo que sea than pasó lo que sea. You see, that's the structure. No sooner had this happened than the other happened. Okay, so that, have you heard this structure before?
No, never before, honestly. I've never used it before, so I'm learning a lot.
This is great. That's the idea. That's the idea. Okay, well, I'm going to give you an expression. I'm going to give you a phrase without that, and I want you to give it to me with no sooner had lo que sea happened than lo que sea happened. Okay? Are you ready? The game started, and the football player immediately, how do you say, tuvo un esguince?
He had an injury. He was
Okay,
injured.
an injury would be in general, he sprained his ankle. Okay, tener un esguince is to sprain your ankle.
To sprain?
Sprain se escribe.
Okay.
Sprain. To sprain your ankle. Have you ever sprained your ankle?
Yes, twice. That hurts.
Now, ahora la clave es repetirlo, aunque sé que...
Yes, I sprained my ankle twice.
¿Ves? Entonces ahora estás asimilándolo. Si lo dices, y lo dices 2 o 3 veces, ask me if I've ever sprained my ankle.
Have you ever sprained your ankle?
Yes, I have. I've sprained my ankle and my wrist. When I was snowboarding, I sprained my wrist too, right? So you can sprain, it's like, oh no, right? To sprain your ankle. Okay, so I'll give it to you again. The game started, and the football player immediately sprained his ankle.
No sooner had the game started than the football player sprained his ankle.
Yeah, no sooner had the game started than the football player sprained his ankle. Okay, good, not bad. Okay, the class finished, and I went straight to the train station.
No sooner had the class finished than I went straight to the train station.
Perfect. Is that so difficult?
No, it's not.
You can handle it. I know you can. Practice at home. Practice this structure. We're going to look at another thing now. Okay, now, if I talk to you like you're a child, or if I condescend you, decimos to condescend or to patronize. If I say, oh, come on, Juan, you have to... I'm talking to you. Do you like when people condescend you?
No, I don't like it at all.
I don't think anybody likes it, right?
No,
Nobody likes to be condescended or patronized. Son dos formas de decirlo. Pues tengo otra. To talk down to someone. Este lo podemos asimilar. To talk down to someone. Does it make sense?
Yes, totally. It makes
Talk
sense.
down to someone. Don't talk down to me. Do you like when people talk down to you?
No, I hate people talking down to me.
Yeah. Does your boss talk down to you? No lo decimos.
No, he doesn't talk down to me.
¿Cómo sabía yo la respuesta? I knew the answer. No, of course not. My boss never talks down to me. You can tell me the real answer when the cameras are off.
Okay, I will.
Now, do you talk down to your son?
I tend to talk down to my son,
It's normal. He's younger than you. It's normal. You have to talk down to him, right? To talk down to him. Would you come here if I talk down to you?
No, I wouldn't come here if you talk down to me.
Yeah, I mean, nobody likes to be talked down to. Nobody likes to be patronized. Nobody likes when people condescend them, right? These are 3 different ways to say the same thing. Now, to talk down, right? Have you ever had any teachers that talked down to you when you were in school?
Yes, I had some teachers that used to talk down to me when I was at school.
Yeah, it's normal. Sometimes teachers don't know how to treat students, and they talk down to them, when really the best way to get someone's respect is to treat them as an equal, right? You don't say, oh, you guys don't know. So remember, don't talk down to people. It's not a good habit. See you next time. Ciao.
All right, welcome back. You know, a few minutes ago, when I started this program, Maria came in, and she was quiet. That's strange. Normally she's a big talker. Yeah, she's a very talkative young lady. She's always talking. You can't shut her up, okay? But she wasn't talking today. And I thought, wow, that's strange. I wonder what's the matter. I wonder what's the matter. ¿Qué le pasará? ¿Qué le ocurrirá? ¿Qué tendrá? María. Ay, María está triste. ¿Qué tendrá María? Los suspiros se escapan de su boca de fresa. Eso era la princesa. Está triste. ¿Qué tendrá la princesa? But in any case, Maria is the princess here, so we can use the poem. But she came in this morning, well, this morning, no, a few minutes ago, before the last segment, and she was quiet, unusually quiet. And I said, well, I wonder what the problem is. I found out, yeah. Let's move to camera one and I'll tell you the rest of the story. Okay. And I said, I wonder what's the matter with her. I wonder what's the matter. I wonders me pregunto. Wonder viene de la palabra maravilla. Wonder, ¿qué wonder? Pero me maravillo no es I wonder. I wonders me pregunto. Puh. Y a veces en español usáis el futuro. ¿Qué será? ¿Qué tendrá? ¿Qué le pasará? En inglés no podemos usar el futuro, porque el futuro es para mañana, no es para hoy. Pero ¿y ahora qué le pasará? Es una curiosa forma en castellano, me encanta la forma. Pero en inglés decimos, me pregunto qué le pasa. No, ¿qué le pasará? I wonder what the problem is. I wonder what the matter is with Maria. Yes. And finally I found out. Finally I found out. Finally I found out. Found out. Al final me enteré. I found out. Yes. That on the way here, she came by public transport today. And on the way, somebody stole her purse, her handbag. And so she was in a very bad mood when she got here. And when Juanpa told me, so, hey, Juanpa, what's the matter with Maria? She's not the same person today. And Juanpa said, they stole her handbag on the bus. No wonder she's upset. No wonder she's upset. No wonder she's upset. No me extrañe que esté disgustada. No wonder. No, N-O. Wonder como maravilla. Wonder. Las 7 maravillas del mundo. The 7 wonders of the world. No wonder she's upset. Esto se usa a diario en inglés. Aprendedlo. Asimiladlo. No wonder. Yeah. And when Juanpa came in to put on the sound equipment, he was soaking wet. Juanpa, what's the problem? You're soaking wet. Calados de los huesos de agua. Que empapado. He was soaking. Soak, escrito soak. Significa dejar en remojo, en agua. Pero también es calar hasta los huesos. He estaba calado o empapado. He was soaking wet. I said, well, Juanpa, why are you so wet? And he said, well, I had to go out to my car to get one piece of the sound equipment that I left in my car. And it's raining cats and dogs. And I said, well, no wonder you're wet. No me extraña que estés mojado. No wonder you're wet. No wonder you're wet. All right? Yeah, no wonder. And you know, I received an email 2 days ago from a viewer, a person who watches this show. And the person was irate. Irate means escrito irate, como suena, irate. And that means very, very angry. I said, oh my God, what's the problem? What's the problem? And the person said, Dear Mr. Vaughan, and he explained his problem. I live in a building and I receive the signal of Aprende Inglés Tuve with no problem. 2 days ago, for some reason, it stopped. I couldn't watch you anymore, and I'm an official student paying for Vago en Inglés 4.0. And my television, I lost your signal and a few other channels. So I contacted the president of the building, de la comunidad de propietarios, o vecinos, and he said, no, we have decided to eliminate the local television, local TDT local, and only nacional. The man said, yes, but on what permission? I made the decision. And so when I read that email, the man was so angry. I said to myself, para mis adentros, I said to myself, no wonder he's angry. No wonder he's angry. The president of his neighborhood, of his building, made a unilateral decision to cut the local TDT connection from the antenna, and this person who paid money to take these English classes lost his signal. Now he can only use the internet, which is okay, but it's not the same. It's he loses one of his possibilities. So no wonder he's angry. Yeah, and no wonder Maria's upset after losing her handbag on the bus today. Somebody stole her handbag, and she came in, and she was different, quiet. And when Juanpa said, "No, don't you know? Don't you know what happened? Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you? ¿No lo sabes? Don't you know?" En inglés no decimos "don't you know it". Igual en español decís "no lo sé". En inglés, "I don't know". No decimos "I don't know it". El it no pinta en estas cosas. Ya lo sabía. I knew. Y ya está. Now, don't you know, don't you, don't you, la T con la Y de you, suena chew, como chewing gum. Don't you know that Maria's handbag or purse, en América y Canadá decimos purse, purse, no para monedero, para bolso de señora. Don't you know that Maria's purse was stolen on the bus? No wonder she's upset, my God. No wonder she's quiet today. No wonder she doesn't want to talk. No wonder she's not smiling. No me extraña que no esté sonriendo. No me extraña que esté disgustada. No me extraña que esté parca en palabras hoy. No wonder. Pero primero yo usaba el verbo I wonder. ¿Qué le pasará hoy? ¿Por qué está tan de morros? I wonder what the problem is. I wonder why she's so quiet. I wonder why she has a long face. I wonder why she's not smiling. I wonder why she's not laughing. I wonder why she's not painting her nails and reading lecturas. I wonder why. Okay. Finally I found out. I said, no me extraña, no wonder. Es curioso. ¿Por qué estará enfadada? I wonder why. Y luego con el no me extraña que esté enfadada. No wonder. Simplemente, no, Eneo. No wonder she's angry. All right. Our sponsors have a few words, but I'll be back. All right, I have 1 minute. You know, this is class number 135, and I have given 135 classes for the beginners and another 135 classes for the intermediate. And I'm tired. I think I'll retire after this, after I finish this course. At least I'll take a 3-month vacation to recharge my batteries. But if you look at my eyes, now, and you go back and watch the first 5 programs, 1, 2, 3, and 5, you'll notice a difference between me 7 months ago and me now. And you say, you know, no wonder he's looking tired. He's given 450 different classes in 7 months. No wonder he looks tired. No me extraña. No extraña en absoluto que se le vea cansado. Okay, no wonder he's tired. But I'm not, really. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello there, my name's David Waddell, and it's time to teach you an expression, a very interesting expression. It's no wonder or no wonder. And with me here to do that is David Pinilla. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Are you ready to work hard?
Yes, I'm ready to work hard.
You're always ready to work hard.
To work hard.
Not walk. Walk is andar.
Yes.
No. Work hard. Muy bien. Okay, so as I said, the grammar point today is the expression it's no wonder or no wonder. Now, what does that mean? Any idea?
No me extraña.
No me extraña. Good. Or no es de extrañar, ¿se puede decir?
Sí, no es de extrañar.
Muy bien, perfecto. So what I'm going to do in this exercise is give you a sentence and I want you to change it with it's no wonder or no wonder.
Okay.
Let's just say it's no wonder first.
It's no wonder.
Yeah. So for example, if I say he doesn't understand anything she says because she speaks fast, I want you to say it's no wonder he doesn't understand anything she says. She speaks very fast. Okay. Es un poco lioso, pero vamos a ver.
Okay.
So first of all, can you repeat the first one? It's no wonder he doesn't understand anything she says. she speaks very fast. Repeat.
It's no wonder he
Wah,
does.
wah, 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 wah. Wonder, wonder, wonder. Okay?
It's no wonder he doesn't understand anything she says. She speaks too fast.
Very good. She speaks very fast. She
Uh-huh.
speaks very fast. Repeat it one more time. It's very good.
It's no wonder he doesn't understand anything she says. She speaks very fast.
Excellent, excellent. Now in casa, di lo mismo, okay? So it's no wonder he doesn't understand anything she says. She speaks very fast. Repeat. Very good. Okay, so let's do another one, shall we? The second one. He didn't buy the car because it costs an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg. What does that mean? An arm and a leg, first of all.
La mano y el brazo o algo así, ¿no?
Exactamente. What's the equivalent Spanish? Isn't it something with your eye?
Sí.
Un ojo de la cara.
Sí, un ojo de la cara. Eso.
Muy bien, okay. So he didn't buy the car because it costs an arm and a leg. Well, let's see if the people at home can do it first of all. So, he didn't buy the car because it costs an arm and a leg. How do you change that with no wonder? A ver. It's no wonder. Very good. Okay. David, venga.
It's no wonder he didn't buy the car. It costs an arm and a leg.
Okay, not bad. Okay, the words are perfect. Let's try again and see if we can make the pronunciation
Okay.
better.
It's no wonder he didn't buy the car.
The car.
The car.
Yeah.
The car.
Yeah.
It costs an arm and a leg.
It costs an arm and a leg. Perfect. Repeat it one more time. Very good.
It's no wonder he didn't buy the car. The car. It costs an arm and a leg.
And again.
It's no wonder he didn't. No.
Didn't.
It's no wonder he didn't buy the car. It costs an arm and a leg.
And again.
It's no wonder he didn't buy the car. It costs an arm and a leg.
Very good. In casa. It's no wonder he didn't buy the car. It costs. Cuesta esto, ¿no?
Yes.
Costs an arm and a leg. A ver. Very good. Costs. Hay que practicar esto. Costs.
Yes. It
Difficult.
costs an arm and a leg.
It costs.
To say costs.
It costs an arm and a leg to say arm and to say costs. Okay, very good. Let's do another one, shall we? They didn't stay at that hotel in the end because it costs an arm and a leg.
It's no wonder they didn't stay in that hotel at the end. It costs an arm and a leg.
Okay. We say at. I'll repeat it one more time, yeah,
Sure.
because there was something strange going on there. They didn't stay at
Okay.
that hotel in the end,
end.
because it costs an arm and a leg. Let's see.
Okay. They didn't stay at that hotel in the end. It costs an arm and a leg.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Repeat it one more time.
They didn't stay at that hotel in the end. It costs an arm and a leg.
Not costs.
It costs.
Costs.
It costs an arm and a leg.
Very good. Let's do another one. Well, first of all, they have to say it at home. I nearly forgot.
Yes, yes.
Please repeat that sentence. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, that's very good, wasn't it?
Yeah. They are working hard.
They're working very hard. Not walking.
Working.
Working, not
They are
walking.
working. Thank you.
Okay, the next one. We didn't go to that restaurant in the end because it costs an arm and a leg.
Okay. It's no wonder we didn't go to that restaurant in the end. It costs an arm and a leg.
Very good. One more time.
It's no wonder we didn't go to that restaurant in the end. It costs an arm and a leg.
Very good. Okay, it's no wonder we didn't go to that restaurant in the end. It costs an arm and a leg. Very good. Repeat one more time. Let's see. A ver. Good. Costs an arm and a leg. So we're practicing two things really: the expression arm and a leg, and it's no wonder. Well, let's do another one. She doesn't want to go to the party because her ex has been invited.
Okay.
It's no wonder.
No, it's no wonder.
Yeah, go on then.
It's no wonder she doesn't go to the.
She doesn't want to go.
It's no wonder she doesn't want to go to the party. Her ex has been invited.
Very good. Repeat.
It's no wonder she doesn't want to go to the party. Her ex has been invited.
Very difficult situation, that.
Yes.
It's no wonder. It's no wonder.
no
I wouldn't
wonder.
want to go. I wouldn't want to go. It's no wonder she doesn't want to go. Very good. So let's say it at home. It's no wonder she doesn't want to go to the party. Her ex has been invited. A ver. Very good. Okay, let's do another one, shall we? Okay, she doesn't want to buy a flat at the moment because they cost
an arm and a
An
leg.
arm and a leg.
It's no wonder she doesn't want to buy a flat at the moment.
Yeah.
It-
At the moment.
At the moment, it costs an arm and a leg.
Perfect. In casa, repítalo. Very good. Okay, let's do one more. He speaks English very well because he lived in London for 5 years. Fíjate.
It's no wonder
Yeah.
he speaks English very well.
Yeah.
He lived in London for 5 years.
Okay, how do you say Londres in inglés?
London.
London. Bajando la mandíbula.
Okay.
London, London. So one more
Okay.
time, repeat. It's no wonder.
It's no wonder he speaks English very well. He lived in London for 5 years.
Very good. Okay, it's no wonder he speaks English
Okay.
so well. He lived in London for 5 years. Let's read that because I didn't do that very well. He speaks. Okay, so it's no wonder he speaks English very well. He lived in London for 5 years. Estoy liándome, como
No.
siempre, but that doesn't matter. Okay, she speaks French perfectly well because she lived in Paris for 8 years.
It's no wonder she speaks French very well. She lived in Paris for 5 years.
Exactly, or 8 years. One more time.
It's no wonder she speaks French very well. She lived in Paris for 5 years.
Okay, very good. In casa, repeat that same sentence. It's no wonder. Very good. Not wonder. Wonder, no. Wonder. It's no wonder we're tired because we've been working very hard, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Thank you very much, David. Thank you at
Thank you.
home, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
All right. Translation list number 46. We have 12 sentences, only 12, but they are very rich in content. So let's go to camera number 1 and let's look at these sentences, shall we? Let's go. All right, are you there? Are you ready? Number 1. Me quedé unos minutos y luego me fui. I stayed. Stayed. Me quedé unos minutos. I stayed for a few minutes, for a few minutes, for a few minutes. And then me fui. I left. I stayed for a few minutes and then I left. Stay just a little bit longer, please. Yes, I stayed for a few minutes and then I left. Y el segundo, I sobra. Podemos decir, I stayed for a few minutes and then left. Or, I stayed for a few minutes and then I left. Both are correct. Ojalá yo tuviera un trabajo como el tuyo. I wish I had a job like yours. I wish, yo deseo. I wish you luck. Te deseo suerte. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Te deseo una feliz Navidad. Ahora bien, wish normalmente se usa para ojalá cuando expresas un poco de exasperación. Ojalá cuando no hay posibilidad. Ojalá tuviera mucho dinero. Ojalá supiera inglés perfectamente. Ojalá pudiera convencer a María a salir conmigo. Ojalá. I wish, pero se entiende que no puedes. Porque si dices ojalá tenga la oportunidad, eso ya no es wish, porque hay posibilidad, es hope. Entonces, ojalá puede ser hope o wish. Si hay posibilidad de ilusión, hope. Si no hay, si es exasperación o qué más quisiera yo, I wish. Y esto dice, ojalá tuviera un trabajo como el tuyo, que entendemos que no lo tengo. I wish I had a... No es que yo espere tener un trabajo como... Ojalá tenga algún día un trabajo como el tuyo, sería I hope I have a job like yours someday. Pero una expresión de un poco de fastidio. Ojalá tuviera yo un trabajo como el tuyo. I wish I had a job like yours. Y realmente acentuamos muchísimo el verbo wish, porque es una expresión de fastidio o frustración o exasperación. I wish. Por eso la SH de wish es casi una explosión fonética. I wish I had a job like yours. I wish I had $1 million. I wish I didn't have to work so much. I'm tired. Yeah. So, ojalá tuviera un trabajo como el tuyo. I wish I had a job like yours. Puedes hacer lo que quieras, siempre que consigas resultados. You can do whatever you want, siempre que. As long as you get results, my friend. If you don't get results, I will judge you on your failure and I will fire you. Out. all right? We don't need you if you can't get results. In this company, we only value people on their merit for the organization. And if you are not an asset, un activo, valioso, a valuable asset for this organization, the door is over there. So, puedes hacer lo que quieras en tu trabajo, siempre que consigas resultados. You can do. You can do. You can do. You can do. Fijaos como can apenas suena. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. As long as, ojo, as long as, siempre que, a condición de que, as long as you get results. I'm only interested in results, Manolo. I'm not interested in work ethic. I'm not interested in working atmosphere. Results. Lo único que le falta a mi amigo es un amigo. The only thing he lacks is a friend. Likes is gustar. He likes, a él le gusta. He lacks is él carece de, o a él le falta. I lack is a mí me falta. I lack a pen. I don't have a pen. Me falta un lápiz o un boli. I lack. He lacks. Realmente es como él carece de. Yo carezco de un boli. Suena raro, but it's correct Spanish, but we don't say it. In English, it's a bit strange too. But the only thing he lacks in life is a friend. The only thing he lacks is a friend. He's rich. He's successful. He's very popular. But apparently, he doesn't have a true friend. So the only thing he lacks is a friend. Hemos sufrido muchas lesiones esta temporada en el equipo. We've suffered a lot of injuries this season. Season, como estación del año. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Season, pero también es temporada. The holiday season, temporada de vacaciones. Holiday season. High season, temporada alta, temporada baja. Low season. This season, la temporada futbolística. The football season. The basketball season. The baseball season. Yes. Hemos sufrido muchas lesiones. We've suffered a lot of injuries, que no son injurias o insultos, son lesiones físicas. An injury es un herido o lesión física. Pero más bien lesión, no herida. Herida puede ser de bala, eso no es injury. Okay? Injury es un brazo roto, etc. Okay, that. Pero no una herida de bala o de arma blanca, como decís. Okay? A knife. Okay, that's a wound, not an injury. Hemos sufrido muchas lesiones esta temporada. We've suffered a lot of injuries this season. ¿Por qué no hacemos otra cosa para variar? ¿Estás listas? Why don't we do something else for a change? Muy importante la expresión for a change. Para, literalmente, por un cambio o para un cambio. Why don't we do something else? Otra cosa. No es another thing. Nadie dice another thing en inglés. Decimos something else. Why don't we do? ¿Por qué no hacemos otra cosa para variar? Why don't we do something else for a change? For a change. Y fijaos cómo termina la palabra change. Suena ch al final. Si no, tu interlocutor va a entender cadena. Chain. Change. Why don't we do something else for a change, eh? Has aprendido muy poco con el paso de los años. You've learned very little over the years, my friend. You've learned, o los británicos dirían, you've learned, con T al final, you've learned very little con el paso de los años, over the years. A lo largo de los años, over the years. You've learned very little over the years, eh? Nunca te haces rico trabajando duro. You never get rich working hard. Come on. Nunca te haces rico trabajando mucho o duro. You never get rich to get rich. You never get rich working hard. You get rich thinking hard, not working hard. Come on. Debió ser guapo cuando era joven. He must have been handsome. He must have been very handsome when he was young. When he was young. He must have been. Debió ser o debía haber sido. He must have been very handsome when he was young. All right. I'll be right back after our next teacher to close the program.
Hello everyone, my name is Layla and I'm here with Juan. Juan, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How's everybody at home doing? Are you ready to practice? Let's ask Juan if he's ready. Are you ready to practice?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great, that's what I like to hear. So we're going to start with 5 new vocabulary words of the day. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. So the first one is monumento. Okay, let's see if Juan knows how to say that.
Monument.
Oh, landmark. A landmark. Okay.
Landmark.
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 Okay, good. At home, landmark. Remember to always say it out loud as many times as possible, okay? Landmark. All right, the second word, humilde.
Humble.
Very good, okay? Humble. Humble, all right? Not h. Remember that sound from here? Doesn't exist in English. It's a very soft H. Humble. All right, the third one, payaso.
A clown.
Exactly, okay? Clown. It's a K sound in the beginning. K. It's also a throat sound. It comes from here. Clown. Okay? The fourth one is alentador.
Encouraging.
One more time.
Encouraging.
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 Good, okay, that's right. The NG sound, I know I'm very picky with pronunciation, but it's because I want you and you at home to do it perfectly. So remember, the NG is a nasal sound, and we pronounce it in English, okay? Now I'm going to ask Juan to say it just one more time for me.
Encouraging.
Fantastic. Encouraging, okay? The NG at the end, encouraging. And the last one, cumplido.
Compliment.
Exactly, okay? Compliment. Compliment. Now, what verb do we use? If I want to say hacer un cumplido, do you know what verb we use in English?
No.
Okay, pay. You pay a compliment. Okay, I know it sounds strange because it's pagar, but that's how we say it in English. Okay, so hacer un cumplido is to pay a compliment. All right, and now it's time for the translation list. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, good. I love it. Okay, and at home, remember to say it out loud as many times as possible. Okay? All right. The first one, me quedé unos minutos y luego me fui.
I stayed a few minutes and afterwards I left.
Okay, so we would say I stayed for. Okay, because we have the time. I stayed for.
I stayed for a few minutes and afterwards I left.
Okay, and afterwards we can also say and then.
I stayed a few minutes and then I left. I stepped for a few minutes and then.
You stepped or you stayed?
I stayed for a few minutes and then I left.
Good, okay. I stayed for a, okay, there we can link the sounds together, for a few minutes, and there we can link again, and then I left, okay? I stayed for a few minutes and then I left. One more time.
I stayed for a few minutes and then I left.
Fantastic. Okay, the second one. Ojalá tuviera un trabajo como el tuyo.
I wish I had a job like yours.
Okay. Could you just say it one more time for me with confidence, okay?
I wish I had a job like yours.
Good. Okay. Now, this one word. How do you say trabajo in English?
Job.
Exactly. Okay. Job. Never say job, okay? Always job, the J sound in English. So, I wish, what is it? I wish I wish I had a job like yours. Okay, at the end we can link as well, like yours, the K and the Y sound. I wish I had a job like yours. Okay, puedes hacer lo que quieras, siempre que consigas resultados.
You can do whatever you want as long as you achieve results.
Okay, as long as you get results.
Okay.
All right.
You can do whatever you want as long as you get results.
Good. Okay, now, the only thing I can pick up, as long as, okay, that as is a Z sound. It's a fly S that I call it, okay? As long as, remember that sound? I'm always very picky with it. As long as, okay? Say it one more time for me.
You can do whatever you want as long as you get results.
Exactly. As long as we can also link it there. You can get results as long as you can do whatever you want as long as you get results. Okay, good. Lo único que le falta es un amigo.
The only thing he's missing is a friend.
Okay, the only thing he's missing, we could also use the verb lack. Okay? Because, well, yes, it's the same. Okay, but in this case, we're going to use the verb lack.
The only thing he lacks is a friend.
Exactly, okay? The only, all right? The only, there we link, okay, the two sounds together. The only thing he lacks is a friend. Okay, now the verb to be in the present and in the past is also a fly s. Is, was, okay?
Okay.
Say it one more time for me.
The only thing he lacks is a friend.
Is a,
Is a friend.
there you go, okay? The only there, it's flat lip sound. The only thing he lacks is a friend. Okay, great. Hemos sufrido muchas lesiones esta temporada.
We've suffered many injuries this season.
Okay, so we can say we've suffered many, right? Because injuries are countable. Or we can also say a lot. Remember that a lot is always neutral. So if you doubt, use a lot. Okay, so use a lot for me because I want you to link the sounds.
We've suffered a lot of injuries this season.
This season.
This season.
Exactly, this season.
This season.
There you go. Okay, it's the fly S sound, all right?
Okay.
We've suffered a lot of injuries, this season. There we have the S and the S this season. We link the sound, same consonant to same consonant sound. Okay, great. All right, let's go for the next part. ¿Por qué no hacemos otra cosa para variar?
When don't we do?
When or why?
Why don't we do something else as a change?
For a change.
Okay.
Para variar, okay? That expression, para variar, is for a change. Okay, so why don't we do something else for a change? Okay, now say it one more time for me.
Why don't we do something else for a change?
It's a question, right?
Yes.
Okay, now give me some intonation.
Why don't we do something else for a change?
There you go. Fantastic. Okay, and at home, why don't we do something else for a change? Okay, great. You're doing an excellent job. You guys are repeating at home, right? Remember, it's essential. It's super important to always repeat at home. Okay? Has aprendido muy poco con el paso de los años.
You've learned very few.
Careful. Aprendido, we can't, has aprendido muy poco. There's nothing that we can count, right?
So
we have to say very little. Okay?
Okay. You've learned very little during the years.
Okay? Con el paso de los años, we can also say over the years. Over or through. In this case, they used over.
You've learned very little over the years.
Exactly, okay? You've learned very little over the years. All right? You have done a great job. Thank you very much, okay? And guys at home, that's all the time we have for today, so I will see you next time. Goodbye.
All right. Class 135 is now history, but it's not ancient history. It's modern, contemporary history, because you're going to go back. You, me, no. You're going to go back and review it again. This weekend, you're going to watch this program again on internet, I can see. Aren't you? Come on. Tell me the truth. Spill the beans. Derrama la judía y dime la verdad, decimos en inglés. Spill the beans. Come on. You're going to study this weekend, aren't you? Okay. Very good. I'm not going to study. I'm going to take it easy this weekend. But this coming weekend, when I'm taking it easy, viviendo la vida padre, taking it easy, living the life of Riley, I'm going to be thinking about you. I'm going to put you, Rafa, and Inés, y Juan, y Paula, and Pablo. I'm going to say, pobrecitos, con lo mucho que tienen que estudiar. They have to study English. And I'm going to be enjoying the mountains or the beach and taking it easy and having fun. Sorry, but that's life. I'm the teacher. You're the student. You have to work if you want to learn.